Think about the technology you used 10 years ago that already feels ancient. Paper maps, DVDs, standalone cameras for everyday photos, even waiting until you got home to use the internet. Technology rarely announces when something becomes obsolete. It simply makes the old way a little less useful, a little less convenient, until one day you realize you stopped using it. Artificial intelligence is beginning that process again. But this time, it isn't replacing just one device. AI is changing how we search, shop, communicate, work, create, and interact with the digital world. So here are 10 things AI could make effectively obsolete for millions of people before 2035. Not science fiction. Not guaranteed predictions. Every one of these changes has already begun. Number 10. Keyword-only search. For more than 2 decades, searching the internet has meant thinking of the right keywords, typing them into a box, opening a list of links, and trying again when the results aren't right. That interaction is already changing. AI search systems can increasingly understand natural language, images, video, and complex questions. Instead of searching, "Best Hotels Boston Parking Conference," you could simply ask, "Find me a quiet hotel near the conference, under $200, with parking, and tell me which one has the best cancellation policy." And instead of making you investigate 10 different links yourself, AI can help organize the answer. Traditional web search isn't disappearing, but keyword-only search could. By 2035, carefully choosing 3 words for a search box may feel surprisingly primitive. Number 9. Phone menus. Press 1 for billing. Press 2 for technical support. Please listen carefully because our options have changed. For decades, customer service has forced people through decision trees designed around what companies expect them to ask. AI voice agents are beginning to reverse that relationship. Instead of pressing 5 buttons, you could simply say, "My package arrived damaged, and I need a replacement." The AI understands the problem, finds the order, explains the options, and transfers you to a human when human judgment is actually needed. The future doesn't necessarily mean fewer humans. It could mean fewer terrible phone menus. By 2035, press 1 may sound as outdated as dial-up internet. Number 8. Manual meeting notes. For generations, meetings have come with a second job. Remember everything. Write everything down. Then organize it afterward. AI is already taking over much of that work. Current meeting tools can transcribe conversations, summarize discussions, identify important points, and help surface follow-up tasks. The real change isn't simply transcription. We've had transcription for years. It's understanding. AI can increasingly separate decisions from discussion and organize what happened into something useful. Instead of asking, "Did anybody write that down?" you may simply ask, "What did we decide?" Human judgment still matters, but assigning someone to spend an entire meeting typing everything that everyone says, that could become unnecessary. Number 7. Travel phrasebooks. For centuries, travelers carried another language in their pockets. First as phrasebooks, then dictionaries, then translation apps. Now translation is beginning to disappear into devices we already carry and wear. Phones, earbuds, and smart glasses are increasingly capable of translating spoken conversations in real time. The technology isn't perfect. Accents, background noise, cultural context, and specialized terminology can still cause problems. But imagine traveling in 2035. You speak English. The person in front of you speaks Japanese. You both speak naturally. AI quietly becomes the bridge between you. Language doesn't disappear, but one of its biggest everyday barriers begins to. Pulling out a phrasebook just to ask where the train station is could eventually feel like unfolding a paper roadmap. Number 6. Manually sorting your inbox. Email probably isn't going away, but spending every morning deciding which emails deserve your attention might. AI email tools can already summarize long conversations, help identify important messages, answer questions about inbox content, and draft replies. Imagine opening your computer to 80 unread emails. Instead of processing them one by one, your AI tells you, 3 require action today, 2 can wait, 7 are receipts. The rest don't need you. That's a completely different relationship with email. The inbox survives. Manually triaging every message may not. By 2035, sorting every email yourself could feel like sorting a mountain of physical mail on your kitchen table. Number 5. Repetitive browser chores. Think about how much of digital life still involves clicking. Open this website. Copy that number. Paste it here. Fill out the same address again. Compare 3 pages. Move information from one system to another. AI agents are increasingly being designed to perform those repetitive computer actions. They can interact with websites and applications, select buttons, enter information into fields, and complete multi-step workflows. That doesn't mean you should give an AI unlimited control of your computer. Security, permissions, verification, and human oversight remain essential. But the direction is clear. By 2035, you may describe the outcome you want, and let software handle many of the clicks required to get there. Number 4. Manual data entry. This may be one of the least glamorous changes on this list, and one of the biggest. Invoices, forms, purchase orders, expense reports, customer records. Businesses still spend enormous amounts of human time moving information from documents into software. AI-powered systems can increasingly extract information from documents, organize it, enter it into workflows, and trigger the next step automatically. Humans will still verify important information. They'll handle exceptions. They'll make decisions. But copying a number from one digital document into another? That's exactly the kind of repetitive work machines are increasingly capable of handling. By 2035, large amounts of manual data entry may simply stop making sense. Number 3. Basic photo editing chores. Remember when removing something from a photograph meant carefully selecting pixels, masking edges, rebuilding the background, and hoping nobody noticed? That workflow is already changing. Today's AI editing tools can remove unwanted objects, replace backgrounds, expand images, enhance quality, and generate or modify elements from simple instructions. Professional photographers aren't disappearing. Professional editors aren't disappearing. Creative judgment certainly isn't disappearing, but many basic editing chores could. By 2035, saying, "Remove the person behind me, brighten the room, and make this image vertical," may feel as normal as cropping a photo today. The skill shifts from manipulating every pixel to deciding what you actually want. Number 2. Checkout lines. Walk into a store, choose what you want, and leave. No cashier, no self-checkout screen, no scanning every item. That experience already exists in some stores. AI-powered computer vision and sensor systems can identify products shoppers select and enable checkout without the traditional scanning process. That doesn't mean every supermarket will eliminate checkout lanes. Different stores need different technologies, and checkout-free systems still face practical and economic challenges. But the underlying idea has already been demonstrated. Shopping doesn't technically require standing in a checkout line anymore. By 2035, checkout lines could increasingly become something you sometimes encounter, rather than something shopping automatically requires. Number 1. Shopping across 20 tabs. This one may be much bigger than it sounds. Today, online shopping often means becoming your own researcher. Open 10 tabs. Compare specifications. Read reviews. Check shipping. Look for discounts. Build a cart. Then start again somewhere else. AI is beginning to change that. Shopping systems are increasingly being designed to understand what you need, compare options, monitor prices, identify compatibility problems, and move closer to completing purchases through conversation. Imagine saying, "I need a laptop under $900, strong enough for video editing, with at least 16 gigabytes of memory, and I need it before Friday." The AI researches the options, then presents the strongest choices. You ask, "What's the difference between these two?" It explains. Then you make the decision. That's very different from online shopping as we know it. By 2035, opening 20 product tabs yourself may feel like doing research your AI could have done first. And that reveals the larger pattern behind this entire list. AI isn't necessarily making everything around us disappear. It's making steps disappear. The keywords between you and an answer. The buttons between you and customer service. The notes between a meeting and a decision. The phrasebook between two people. The clicks between your intention and a completed task. That may be the real AI revolution. Not machines suddenly replacing everything around us, but technology quietly removing friction, one unnecessary step at a time. And here's the part worth remembering. Some of these changes will happen faster than expected. Others will take much longer. Some old technologies will survive because people prefer them. Others will survive because the AI alternative isn't reliable enough. That's why 2035 won't be a world where everything old is gone. It may be a world where many things we once considered necessary have quietly become optional. And sometimes, optional is the first step toward obsolete. Like this video if you want to see more content like this, and share it with someone who's curious about the future. Watch the full video below. Subscribe to Aurevox AI for more videos about artificial intelligence, robotics, automation, and future technology. Don't chase the future. Own it.